wanted to tell you that's pretty fun is balancing. Balancing is super simple. Just one step in, join it with your other foot, step that foot back out, and join it. And it can sound pretty cool because when we're all synchronized, you can kind of get a stomping feeling, which is fun. So 1, 2, 3, 1. And we're going to use that balance in a lot of different contexts. We're going to use it in big circles like this, we're going to use it in little circles, and we're going to use it with just one other person. And they're all fun. So, I see that y'all all have your hands down like this, but if you have your hands in a W like this, you can get the feeling of connection with the other people. So make your arms like a shock absorber, where you're really feeling a sense of tension with the person next to you, and you're really feeling very connected with them. And feel that feeling now. Lean back just a little bit. Feel what it feels like to just slightly lean back and how the people kind of hold you up. Now let's try circling to the right with that feeling of tension with the W's. Circle to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So what happens if you do that noodle arm again? Try this just circling with noodle arms. Still connected, but not no tension. Circle to the right. And feel how kind of blah it feels. You're just not really connected, and you can't really tell what the other people are doing. And back to the left, and we're all just kind of blah, blah, blah. So we want to have that strong connection and that feeling of tension and springiness and connection with the people that are around us. Now let's try a move that you probably learned in elementary school. Well, let me ask you one thing first. How many people here have never been to a contra dance before? Is that about 2? Very good. Excellent. Well, we're super glad you're here, and you're going to have a great time. And the number one rule of contra dancing is have fun. It does not matter if you're confused or if you're in the wrong place. Just laugh and have fun, and people will help you. People will help you, and that's why we need that connection, because people are going to be like, just kind of gently helping you get where you need to go, and it's no biggie if you're confused. So, move that we learned in elementary school. Does anybody remember a do-si-do? Yeah, do-si-do is just facing the other person like this. Well, we're going to get that in a minute, and just going around the person like this. But Rob just reminded me, I forgot to tell you one thing, which is that tonight we're going to be using the role terms, gents and ladies, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with gender. You can dance either role you want, but pick one and stick with it for the evening if you're not an experienced person. The lady is always going to be on the right side of a partnership, and the gent is always going to be on the left side of the partnership. So if everybody can partner up with anybody of their choosing or whoever's next to them, but get in the role that you want to stay in the rest of the evening if you're not experienced. You get that lady on the right. So if you want to be a lady, be on the right of your gent. Yeah. So, oh, sorry. It looks like we could use one more gent here. Do we have another volunteer gent? It could be a man or a woman. Just thank you so much, Stuart. All right, so face that person who is your current partner, and try that do-si-do past right shoulders with the person, and just go back to back and right back where you started. Try that do-si-do one more time. Right shoulders, right back where you started. You'll see some people kind of spinning around while they do this. So they'll go right shoulder and they'll spin around and come back, and that's fine too. Try an Alaman. So put your hand up, arm wrestle side. Right hand, palm to palm. And your thumbs will not be involved, so don't grab with your thumbs, just kind of palm to palm, but have that sense of tension and connection with the other person. Walk one time around them. And back by the left hand, left hand, right on back. Back by the right hand, right on back with that right hand. Very good. And sometimes you will go 1.5 times around, which will enable you to switch places. So let's try a right element 1.5 times around, go all the way around, and then a half a time more. And we'll switch places, and now you can turn and look at the person who's not your partner on the other side of you. Y'all did not go a whole 1.5, so stop. And now, right element with that new person, and left element with that new person. Do-si-do that person. Do-si-do 1.5 with that person. And that will work. That will work. All right. I wanted to next demonstrate a swing. A swing is a thing that we do a lot in contra dancing, and it might be different than what you're used to. Let me demonstrate. Where did Rob go? Can I show us? Thank you, Stuart. Feet next to each other. Looks like everybody's got a good hold. Yeah, perfect. Feet next to each other like that and walk forward. Perfect. Just walk forward. Feet next to each other. Walk forward. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now, during the swing, it's very helpful to have that sense of connection with the person that you're swinging as well. So I'm going to demo again, and what we're going to do. So we're connected, and then you go right into that swing, and you can feel that sense of connection with the other person. Plus getting a feeling of connection with that playground, walking around. And then just go straight into the ballroom. Feel that feeling of Let's practice swinging with a couple different people. So turn to the person on the other side with you and do that swing with one new person. Now turn to, when you end that swing, your pointy hands, which is the hands that are extended, should be pointed to the center of the circle. So practice that swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and with your hands pointing into the center. Very good. And then open like a book. And you'll automatically have the lady on the right. So turn again to the next person to the side of you, and practice that swing again with those pointing hands ending pointing into the center. Swing and swing and swing and swing, point your pointing hands in and open like a book. Very good. So we ended up always with the lady on the right by opening up like a book. Now, it's very fun to do a balance and swing. And I'm going to demo that too. I'll demo it here. Add the balance at the beginning of the swing. Balance and swing. Let's try to balance and swing with the other person next to you. So turn to the other person next to you. Turn to the other person next to you. And practice that balance and swing with them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Balance and swing. 1. Yes, let's try all through the balancing again. Take 2 hands with the person that you're next to, your temporary partner. Take 2 hands. Step forward on one foot. Match it with the other foot. Step back on any foot. Match it with that foot. Now go into the ballroom hold with your feet next to each other. And step forward and walk forward and circle around each other. Hey, somebody asked a great question. How many times do you go around? You can go around as many times as you want, but it's only going to be 8 counts. So if I say balance and swing, it'll be an 8-count swing. I'll say balance and swing, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When I say balance and swing, it's a little bit longer because you have time for that balance. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you actually have 12 counts. But you won't have to think about that because I will warn you ahead of time that it's ready to do something new. You never have to start doing the new thing until after I stop talking. So you'll have plenty of time to hear what the caller is saying and then do it afterward. Does anybody else want somebody to practice the balance and swing with them? Everybody's good? Yeah, let's go to a promenade position. Take left hands with your person and right hands with your person. You'll see some demos here of a nice promenade position. And with the gents on the inside, let's promenade around in a big circle. Very good. And Rob, I think, is going to lead us. If you follow this man in purple, and he's going to lead us up into a contra line near the end of it. You're good. Follow that man. Beautiful. Yeah, let's make 2 lines. So let's break this line. Just form another line here. Pardon me?
Amanda and I are tag teaming tonight. I'm Rob, and I'll take it from here for a little while. And so now you're in real contra lines. This is how we dance. And this is the band, and this is the top of the hall. This is the Rick Long String Band. They're going to be so good. We're going to try to get the music going in about 10 minutes, probably. We'll do a few drills first. But so this is the top of the hall. And that's the bottom of the hall. And the reason you need to know that is before every single contra dance, we say, okay, take hands 4 from the top. So you form little circles of 4, starting at the band end. And it trickles down the way until everybody knows who their hands 4 is. Okay, 2 on the end, and soon. Another thing to note is if you're facing away from the band, you probably need to switch places to get the lady on the right. There's a little joke that the ladies are always right. I don't know, but this is what we want, gent lady around. And if I say funny words, Lars and Robin, that's a mistake. Maybe, hopefully Stuart will say, hey, get back to gents and ladies. Different dances use different role terms. So good. Now, I believe we have the lady on the right everywhere. That is fantastic. Now, the people with their back to the band, they're called number 1s. And we're going to walk through every single dance before we do it. But there are some dances where the 1s do something special, like just the 1 you swing in the middle. So you're a 1, we'll remind you, but you're a 1 that way, and the 2s are coming this way. So raise your hand if you're a 1, if you're facing away from the band. And now point forward. That's the way you're going to go. Point a little bit forward now. That's the way you're going to progress to new neighbors about every 30 seconds during a contra dance. Raise your hand if you're a 2. And point forward. You're going to keep meeting new neighbors in that direction. The whole contra dance. But we'll do some drills and we'll get to that. So actually, it's time for that drill right now. So look at your current neighbor on the side. Pass that neighbor right shoulders and go find a new neighbor. Walk forward, pass right shoulders. Now some people are out at the top. So what they'll do is turn around, put the lady on the right, and they get to rest for like 30 seconds. And then we progress again. So face your neighbor on the side, And pass right shoulders, go to a new neighbor. So they're already back in here, and the people at the end have switched over there. That's good. Now we'll do just a few little drills. So hands in the ring, take hands in the ring, and circle to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you make it all the way around? Pretty much. All the way around is kind of hard to do in eight counts, but yeah, perfect. That's perfect. Pay attention so you got right back where you started. Now, we're going to do balance the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that again. So you hear the call, then you do it. Balance the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounded much better. Everybody in the room was doing it. Pass your neighbor right shoulders again and go to a new neighbor down the side. Hands in the ring, circle to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Balance the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. See, and pass by the right shoulders again. Be a new neighbor. So we're just practicing a couple moves and what it feels like and how to progress. We'll do a couple more complicated things. Face your neighbor on the side. We should have the ladies on the right. Your partner should be across the set. I forgot to explain, there's across the set and up and down the set. So is your partner across the set from you right now? Is that correct? Everybody agree? Good. And the ladies on the right. Okay, with your neighbor, do-si-do. Neighbor, do-si-do. On the side. That's on the side. Now look at your partner across the way. Do-si-do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to your neighbor for a balance and swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing, 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 swing. You're staying on the side for that balance and swing. So you balance and swing your neighbor on the side. And stay on the side. All right. Hands in the ring, so to the left. Once around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Balance that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pass through up and down to a new neighbor. You'll have a new hands forward.
5.
Guys, mix up partners. Oh, my God. I got what I did. Okay, regroup hands forward from the top where your partner's across from you. Just regroup. I know what I did wrong. Sorry about that. If anything goes wrong, it's my fault. You can count on that. And so, are you on the side with your neighbor? Cross with your partner. All right. Circle left, once around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Balance that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can pass through to a new neighbor on the side. Pass through right shoulders to a new neighbor.
Are you still?
You're all, now take hands in long lines facing across the set. Hold hands in long lines. I really love this simple move. It's four steps in or 4 beats in, 4 steps up. Long lines forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is different than those other short balances. This we get to go more steps in. It's sort of one way to describe it is 3 steps and then you bring your other foot even. Then 3 steps and you bring the other foot even. Let's try it again. Long lines forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was perfect. You guys have got that. Okay, let's see. I think there's one more thing, and that is, look at your hands forward. We're going to do one more thing in our current hands forward. Do you remember who they are? So look at, but what we're going to do is put our right hands in the middle for a right hand wrist guard. So you kind of put your hand on the wrist of the person in front of you. Right hand, everybody puts their right hands in, and you kind of turn sideways. So this is called a right hand star. Here we go, right hand star. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going back to where you started. You should have said that at the beginning. Beautiful. Now put your left hands in for a left hand star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Took a little longer. And then for the final exam, you have your neighbor on one side of you, right? And you're going to advance, look in the other direction, that's your future neighbor. You're going to get to them in just a second, right? So you got your current neighbor and your future neighbor. With your current neighbors, put your left hands in for a left-hand star. So you're going once around, but then you're going to be at the very end, you face that new neighbor. So this is the final exam. Here we go. Left-hand star all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And face that new neighbor you looked at. Oh, I think it's looking pretty good. I think I gave that long ago. I believe what we need is, I think you're now. So form hands for, why don't we form new hands for from the top? Let me just get this right since or from any, really. Hands forward, we got it. Okay, swing your neighbor on the side. Just a real short swing. Swing your neighbor on the side and facing in with the ladies on the right. So when you swing, that switches you. So switch places. Ladies on the right, facing in. The ladies should be on the right here, facing in. Your partner should be across from you. You just swipe your neighbor. Which one's your lady on the right? So switch places. And keep your hands forward. I want to see whose hands forward is who here. You in your hands forward? Okay. That looks perfect. Now, your current neighbor's on one side, your new neighbor's on the other side. Do you see that? In the new, this is where we want to do the left-hand star. Your current hands forward. You know your current hands forward? Looks like it's you forward. Put your left hands in. And you know that new neighbor you're going to. Left-hand star all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Face that new neighbor. Face that new neighbor. So that is a little bit trickier way to progress to a new neighbor, and it's going to be in one of your first dances. So we wanted to get a quick view of it here. So I get to that one. We are ready for our first dance, believe it or not. I have just a couple of tips. As Amanda said, it's all about having fun. This is a fun, cooperative dance where we basically dance together to help us all have a blast. I make mistakes every night. I've already made 2. And I just smile, and I recover, and I laugh at myself. And that's what we want. If you get mixed up, people will usually smile and point where you need to go. Hopefully they won't push you or shove you. They'll just point and say, go there, and that'll help. Anyone can ask anyone to dance. You don't have to be a lady to ask someone to dance. You never have to be a gent. Anyone can ask anyone. And anyone can dance either role. Anyone can dance either role. Some of the best dancers practice dancing both roles. But for tonight, if you're new, stick with one role like Amanda said. And now, right now, we have time for a water break, and ask someone to dance and line back up like this within 1 or 2 minutes. Have a drink of water and ask